the kicker, Chris Boswell. And off we go from Lambeau. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Yo. Damn, nigga. All right, hold on. Hey, Ruff, give me like 2 minutes. All right. Yep. I'm ready, bro. I'll put device. You there? You good? If I don't see him now. Oh, okay. You there? I don't want to run the play. Okay.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers.
Good D.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Man.
Well, it was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did
Pick it off.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there. Rodgers to Adams. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 28.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. First and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 28 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Short little throw to Ebron. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Zadarius Smith on the stop.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep.
No.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ebron caught left side. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
But it brings up 4th.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it.
Boo.
And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now Roethlisberger on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And to throw again is Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback Samuels. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk
He's
about
gonna take
see their
time.
job is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. That's complete to the running back Connor. And he's going to take it in for
Okay,
a
Connor.
touchdown.
touchdown.
From 8 yards out, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
So you like the flute.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start with the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
So I like to see.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That's what I like to see.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First one play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
7.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go with Jones. He's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rodgers.
Boy.
Adams, but it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Yeah.
Throw here to his running back.
He went
nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
We on that, buddy.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football.
No more flats.
Still the play. That's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Oh,
yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13 and the decision to go for it. Looks like a smart one. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. 7 yards the pickup there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 46-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On first down, it's Samuels. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Preston Smith there on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 20.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback.
It's caught inside the 25. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll get this to Lazard. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
8-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Rodgers to throw once more. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
At the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Circle.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point.
Come on. Y'all point saver now.
No good.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and that'll bring up second down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
Incomplete. Kevin King there defensively.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Intercepted. Sets up a first down.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 13-year man puts it through. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And lucky to get away with one there. Nearly picked. Second down.
It should have been a pick.
I think he's got to be
They'd
careful
be
not
on
to
me.
force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second.
Come on, boys. You know how we do this deep.
They'll toss this out right for Connor.
I got to reset this
following
shit.
a pick up a 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone's expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He'll get that one complete to Connor.
My bad. That's not shit.
After getting this one across the 40. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you're expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
I like to see.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, but their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the
Missing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
6-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Again, it's Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, it's Jones. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
Yeah.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Rover.
They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
Oh, you missed that tackle, boy.
Geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Come on, bro. I'm right in front of it.
The first defensive back taken this year's draft, Darnell Savage, there to knock that one away.
Y'all trying to hold me.
Offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He will not be able to hang on through the contact.
No, sir.
The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Will Redmond. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Packers keeping the offense out there now as he'll go for 2. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Packers 30, Steelers 13. Mason Crosby.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
I see you.
Complete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That'll put him up over, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
And this is the kind of day a running back dreams of. They keep handing him the ball, and he keeps taking it in for touchdowns.
PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Steeler first down.
Roethlisberger with a pass complete to Claypool. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to be incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. And now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard.
He worried about him.
First down here. He stopped at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Oh, he dropped it.
That pass knocked away and incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down.
Oh, that can Big Ben up.
Threw it there and it forces it incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels.
And
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
You can have that.
Gets his tight end, Ebron. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert
Good game.
there on 3rd and 1.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment.